High school, the Patriots hosting the Centennial Golden Hawks today. Such a big day that we had guests from Centennial Golden Hawks in our afternoon show in the huddle to get ready for this big game. And because it's such a big game, we actually have our main man, Trevor Horn, here covering it in print tonight. He'll be getting some footage and also writing the story tonight. So we thought, you know what, since Trevor's here, he's covering it, let's put him to work. Trevor, good evening. Your thoughts on this big matchup, even after we've taken in all the information today from In the Huddle?
Game of the year in Kern County thus far. That's exactly what tonight is. You have the top two teams in town. You have the Liberty Patriots, who are ranked number 4 in the Max Preps rankings. Centennial just behind them at number 5. These two teams know each other so extremely well, whether it's through their years in high school volleyball or their even many more years in club volleyball. Plus, these two head coaches are very close. You could darn near call them best friends. So for a matchup like this, and we talked about it this afternoon, Vance, is there's not a lot of variables between these two teams. The one variable that I figured it was going to happen tonight would be the student section and the crowd for Liberty, with this being a home game. The student section has not shown up, but they will. They will. The football team is still out at practice, and it's going to be an electric atmosphere, and this is going to be an incredible match, one that got started in Hawaii a month ago with one set in a championship match when they were both out there, and is going to continue here tonight. And the best thing about it, Vance, we get to see it again in 2 weeks.
Trevor, let's run down the rosters. First, start with the Centennial Golden Hawks. There's some names that pop out, and of course, don't forget to mention our guest today, Morgan George. But first of all, let's give them a rundown of this lineup for the Golden Hawks.
They are solid across the board, and that does start with the junior setter, Morgan George, who is an absolute beast. She does such a great job, kind of being, like you said, the quarterback of the team for the Golden Hawks. Isla Rose, such an incredibly strong left-hander on the outside. She does such a great job, and it really is fantastic to see her play. You add in sophomore Kat Wolf-Smith into this team, and this Centennial team really does get going. And they're a hard team to beat, but so are the Patriots. Golden Hawks 19-7, 1-0 in league. Patriots 17-9, 1-0 in league. This team kind of goes through their setter as well, Sophie Dean, a junior. McKinley Van Borg, such a great middle hitter for them. But you've got Aaliyah Dev, the junior outside hitter, who's going to be a libero in college in 2 years at Pepperdine. But she plays on the outside in high school.
Had her on In the Huddle.
Absolutely incredible. And then, the one big wild card tonight is Paige Boyer, who is now eligible after a transfer from Bakersfield Christian. She will be in the lineup tonight for the Patriots. And we can't forget about Avery Mahanke, another middle junior for the Patriots, who are coached by Morgan Dake, and the Golden Hawks coached by Kim Harper, who's now in her second year after more than a decade at Garces.
That's the voice of Trevor Horn. He is our on-the-street beat prep guy. We're happy to have him here. Trevor, before I let you go, because I know you've got a lot of ground to cover, you look at the River League, the Southeast Yosemite River League, two of the shining stars of them tonight, but it's a pretty stacked league overall.
All 5 teams ranked in the top 25 in the Central section. Garces playing very well. They are at Frontier tonight, and then Stockdale and Stockdale's right there as well. All 5 of those teams could beat just about anybody else in the Central section, and the River League really has shown the prowess to be one of the top 2 leagues in the Central section between the River League and the track up in Clovis.
We talked in the huddle today with Kim Harper, the head coach, and she had Morgan George with her. There is obviously a very close friendship between these two coaches. It's not unique in the volleyball world, but Kim coached Morgan when she was a senior, and then they've coached together, now coaching against each other. But she said it so aptly, when the ball goes up, all bets off, and it's competition time.
Oh, yeah, and like we also asked Kim, too, do you pay attention to the crowd? She goes, no, if I did, I would lose all concentration. I've got to be dialed in. And that's exactly what both of these teams are going to be tonight, completely dialed in, because they understand that not only is the league race up for grabs here tonight, playoff seeding is up for grabs, because that Division I in the Central section this year is going to be absolutely stacked. And these two do not want to be on the outside looking in when it comes to a top 4 seed in 4 weeks.
Great stuff, Trevor. Thank you. I know you got a busy night. Appreciate your time. That's the voice of Trevor Horn, our main man at the Current 9 Network, covering pretty much everything. He covers a lot of ground during the week, does a lot of prep work for us, and we figured, hey, he's covering the game tonight in print and with some of his own footage. Thank you, Trevor, for that. So now what we'll do is we'll step away. We're under 5 minutes to go. We'll just let you kind of catch the ambient sounds and get ready. And after the national anthem, it's going to be Centennial Golden Hawks, ranked 5th in the Central Section, going up against the Patriots at home, ranked 4th in the Central Section. It's going to get wild and crazy in here. We are happy to have you with us on the Kern High Network.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Once again, welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Julian Wilson, our director and producer extraordinaire tonight. We are live at Liberty High School, home of the Patriots, and they are welcoming in the Centennial Golden Hawks, and I think it's probably goes without saying, so I'll say it anyway, that when these two meet, whether it's preseason in Hawaii, regular season opener tonight for league play, or if and when they ever meet later in a playoff scenario, it's always an exciting environment between the Golden Hawks and the Liberty Patriots. And great to have Trevor on to kind of prime it and get it ready for us tonight. It's going to be a fun one. And we will step out for a second. It's the national anthem, and when we get back, introductions and go time.
Through the perilous fight.
a rousing rendition of the national anthem. And we'll listen to the introductions here.
These are your Centennial starters. Number 1, Kate John. Number 4, Brooke Tao. Number 6, Addison Carter. Number 8, Morgan George. Number 11, Jordan Kennedy. And number 14, Ella Rose. That is Centennial. Now for your Liberty Patriots. Head coach by Morgan Gate. Here's their roster. Number 3, Taylor Dare. Number 4, Ashley Rogers. Number 5, Sophia Franco. Number 6, Chloe Saint. Number 8, Ava Ryan. Number 10, Sophie D. Number 12, Paige Frederick. Number 13, Ryan Guerrero. Number 14, Trinity Maiden. Number 15, Anna John. And here are your starters. Number 1, Mia Sentence. Number 2, Zaylee Manning. Number 7, Aaliyah Tell. Number 9, McKinley Vanberg. Number 11, Avery Mahaney. And number 16, Paige Boyer. That is your Liberty starting roster.
Paige Boyer got introduced to everybody. She threw her volleyball up off the wall. That's an arm. All right. We have we're ready to go. Rosters have been announced. Just going to give one last little check of all of my Okay. All right. Great to have you all here, everybody. Centennial at Liberty. It's a big one. Centennial 19-7, coming in at 1-0 in league play. The Patriots 17-9, 1-0 in league play. And back to serve. Kate John starts it off for the Golden Hawks. Big swing. Wow. And right away, Jordan Kennedy up front with a big kill and the early emphatic point for the Golden Hawks. An ace for Kate Johns. Couldn't ask for a better start for Centennial as the Liberty crowd continues to fill in. Trevor Horn talked about it in the student section. Not as filled up or raucous as normal yet. A lot of football players still in practice. Avery Mahanke serving for the Patriots. One serving into two. Oh, tough serve. Nice pass. The slide from the Golden Hawks. Another big swing there. Addison Carter gets shut down at the net. And we're tied at 2. As Trevor was talking about, Paige Boyer transferred over from Bakersfield Christian High School, a junior setter, and we've already seen those soft hands. Here's another shot at him right here. Platform set up. A little bit of overpass, and that's all that was needed. Dev with the point, the junior outside hitter. Three serving into 2. Little low. Mahanke's serve goes into the net. Once again, everybody, if you're just getting to us, I'm Vance Palm with Julian Wilson. We are here at Liberty High School. The Patriots, number 4 in the Central section, which is an accomplishment in itself, hosting the number 5 team. They know each other very, very well. Natalie Alcorn. Tough serve. Boyer keeps it off the net. Isla Rose with her first big swing of the night. Keep an eye on Isla Rose. Boy, that was a really nice set right there. And Aaliyah Dev with a big swing. Sophie Dean back to serve. 4 serving into 3. Rose saves it, keeps it going. A big swing by Boyer. Gets the kill. Golden Hawks got some fingertips on it, but then they stumbled over each other, and Boyer with the kill. Five serving into 3. Patriots up 2 here early. Oh, tough serve. Great pass. Isla Rose with a big swing, but it's handled by the Patriots. Dev shoves it over. The overpass puts it right back on the Liberty's plate, but they can't handle it. Golden Hawks. So we're starting to see, it's like players kind of getting warmed up now, starting to get a good feel for it. Oh, what a fantastic get. And should have been a point, and they know it, but Cat Wolf-Smith lays out, sticks the arm out there and kept it alive for the Golden Hawks, and of all people, the superstar Isla Rose just hit it out. Dev will serve. 6 serving into 4. Careful, careful. An ace for the Patriots. Biggest lead of the match so far. Dev. Rose. So Morgan George, our guest on the show today, back to serve, jersey 8. A joust at the net. There's the set from George. Rose nudges it over. Swing down, and that's a beauty. Well, that's a good-looking swing by Ryan Guerra. Back to that 3-point lead again. Rose, the southpaw, finds the hardwood. It was going to be a net violation anyway, so Isla Rose. So Addison Carter checks back in. Natalie Alcorn will come out for the Golden Hawks. 6 serving into 8, and it's the lefty, Isla Rose. as her dad, John Rose, watches on from the doorway. Johnny Rose. Oh, that's a good clean swing right there. Avery Mahanke. Sophie Dean comes out. Boyer with the serve. Oh, it's a smart shot right there. Brooke Towell. Boyer with a set, pushes it back just a hair. Oh, that's a big swing. Nice get, though. And another point for Mahanke. 10-7 Liberty. So Mia Sentes comes in. That Sentes name. Been calling that name for a lot of years. Oh, just out. The senior Addison Carter with a big swing there. And now we're going to see Lexi Fountain come in. Sentes still serving. It's low, but it's handled well. Good pass, good set. Sentes able to get some hands on it. Actually, probably could have been rescued, but a lot of heat on that. So Kate Johns will come back in to do the serving. Still a 3-point lead for the Patriots. We're in the first set. And that's in. What a beauty. Another great swing by Aaliyah Dev. Mahanke back to serve. McKinley Van Borg comes in for the Patriots. That's a nice set, but into the net, violation on the Patriots. Alcorn back to serve. Natalie, red shirt. A junior. Red shirt. Oh, what a beautiful set. Here she is again, Boyer. Big time setter. See if the Golden Hawks can get something going. Sentes back there. Boyer with a great save. Nice rally here. Wolf Smith. Boyer with another set to the left side. Dev with a big swing after the long rally, and now it's the biggest lead of the match. 13-9, Liberty up. Sophie Dean heading back to serve, and it looks like we'll have our first timeout call. We'll go ahead and take it. We'll step away for a minute and be back. Good start, 13-9, Liberty up.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, We've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
We also want to remind you of their popular new show, Kern High School in the Huddle. Today was live streamed at the district office, and today's guest was Centennial head volleyball coach in Harper. The Golden Hawks senior center, Morgan George. Please go check that out.
We're back after the timeout. 13 serving into 9. And it's Sophie Dean serving for the Patriots. Liberty up. Long by Boyer. Well, you can see already that Morgan Dake, after Paige Boyer completed her sit-out period, she's playing. No doubt about it. So valuable. Soft touch. She's setting these things up beautifully. And that is just a little long by Van Borg. Van Borg, the junior middle, another great player for Coach Dake. A lot of talent on this squad. Well, you got Van Borg up there, Boyer up there. Some nice volleyball names here in Kern County. Sneaky. Great job there by Morgan George. Oh, and just for a second, it floated over. Dev floated it over. It's kind of frustrating because it really didn't have any speed on it. As we're going to see. So it'll be Dev serving. Back to that 3-point lead. Centennial just can't get closer than 3 right now from the back. Oh, look out. She saved it, though. Goodness, Forbes. And that's a big point. That went from almost being a catastrophe to being saved out there by Forbes. And George just serves it out. Well, I got to tell you, what a great student athlete Morgan George is. We had a great time talking to her today on In the Huddle. Just super sharp, bright young lady. And Kim Harper said she's our quarterback. But she and Alex Marshall ran into each other right there. And it's back to a 4-point lead here in the first set. 16 serving into 12. And now it's Ashton Rogers. Isla Rose can't handle that one, and a second timeout. We'll stay here. Great to have you all with us tonight. I'm Vance Palm next to Dr. J. Julian Wilson, the main man. Julian, good to see you. Nice to have you here. Last time we saw each other, it was a long time ago, a week ago. A week ago, we were at Stockdale High School, and it was Frontier at Stockdale, a nice 4-setter there, and then Rick Van Horn and I had a big game with Kevin Willey. Your colleague Kevin ran the show there, one of the original director for our shows, and I know you were busy doing some other stuff, but we had a really nice game. Arvin West, and West ends up hanging on for a 20-19 win, and Arvin came down, marching down the field with 16 seconds left. They brought in their second-string kicker, and he almost won the game with no time left. So missed you, but glad to see you again, buddy. 17-12 now, a 5-point lead for the Patriots. This is the biggest of the evening. And back to serve, Ashton Rogers. So the timeout works. Coach Kim Harper. You know, these two teams traveled to Hawaii to play in a tournament. And we joked about it today in the huddle. They went a long ways to end up playing their rival and neighbor here in Bakersfield. But they had a great time, a wonderful time. Just the camaraderie and the bonding. And their final match, they played one set and they said, all right, let's go to the luau. Great time. Boyer, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky play right there. Just found an opportunity to time the jump perfectly. Boy, sharp, sharp young lady. She's back to serve. Boyer is. And Brooke Towell wins the battle at the net. There's another freshman. Well, you look at this lineup for Kim Harper. They do have some seniors, but there's a bunch of freshmen in there too. So this is interesting roster as far as where they're going to be going after this. Here's an opportunity right here for the Golden Hawks. George with a great set. Boyer kept it alive, and it just goes out. Ooh, not by much. Brooke watched that come over the net real slowly, and it just kind of trickled over and about an inch off the line. Out. Okay, 15-18. Can they get within 2? Boyer, back set. Oh, and just another floater slips over, and Lexi Fountain tried to do something with it, didn't happen. Sentes will come back in for the Patriots. Cat Wolf Smith comes back in for Centennial. I had a great chat with her mom coming in. Man, it was great. Great to see her mom as we rolled in. Still a 3-point deficit. Kate Johns back for the Golden Hawks. Low serve, but handled by Dev. Boy, that's sweet. Rose puts it right on the tape. Big swing, and they get within 2. 17, serving in 19. That's enough for Morgan Dake to call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second rest and be back right after this. 19-17 Liberty in the first set.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
My director just said, all right, my man. That means I'm back on. 17, serving into 19. Centennial trying to get back in this thing. They've been down by 5 at times. Big block up front. Battle on the tape. And somehow they keep the point alive. Boyer with the set to the left side. Trouble, and muscled over by Dev. Boy, that was just all Aaliyah Dev making sure somehow, some way, it got over the net. Boy, sometimes it's just the grit and determination. It's not always the prettiest point that ends up being an important one. Gets them to 20 and now lead back to 3. Oh, great swing right there by Lexi Fountain. The sophomore on the left side just pushed it right down the other edge of the tape, and that was beautiful. Patriots tried to get it, just couldn't. Back to a 2-point deficit. Natalie Alcorn back to serve. The southpaw. Deflected enough. Isla Rose swing off the tape. Oh, they just connected with each other. All they just did, they ran into each other, and it caused the ball to hit the hardwood. So Boyer, I think that she ran into Van Borg. Centennial looking to tie it up. 19 serving into 20. Boyer with a back set. Man, that's sweet. So Zaylee Manning with a really nice point. Well, she went up there high to get it off of Boyer's back set and just trickled it in. Beautiful. 21-19, good first set here. The slide, but it's put back. Wow, what a block, and that's all McKinley Van Borg. Oof. And that was a big slide. Jordan Kennedy went up, took a huge whack at it, but Van Borg waiting for it, knocked it back. That's a big point, back to a 3-point spread here. 22-19. Boy, that's a good get right there by Wolf Smith. And just mistimed it. Centennial hanging around, 20 serving into 22 right now. Down 2 here in the first set. Kat Wolf Smith. Big swing by Rose, but they're up there to meet her. Boyer was. Another big block up front by the Golden Hawks. And a swing by Dev. Wow. We had Dev on our show in the huddle a few weeks ago when we had it on the Friday afternoon that Buchanan was coming down to play Liberty. She was one of our 2 guests. And as impressive as a student athlete as you'd ever want to talk to, and now we're seeing her prowess on the volleyball court, a junior, and as Trevor said, she'll be a setter or libero at Pepperdine. So fun times ahead in Malibu. So Morgan George, senior captain, setter. Deep serve. And a big swing by Van Borg. What a perfect set. Wow, what a set by Sophie Dean. Just set the table perfectly, and Van Borg says thank you. Set point. Rose, perfect pass. George. Isla Rose, big swing, but it comes back at her again. It was blocked up there by Mahanke. Rose again, this time no way. Some good volleyball there. Mahanke blocked the first one. They set it right back to Rose again, and she took care of business. She's a natural, she's got a beautiful swing. And she's back to serve. 22, serving into set point. Great pass. Nice set. All right, everybody, thank you for hanging with us. In this crazy world of high-level technology, sometimes it gets away from us. We actually have the big man here, too, Mr. Stan Green, the Director of School Support Services, up here working with Julian. So we believe we're up and going. We did get the text. We did see our faithful, loyal fan base like, hey, what happened? Hey, that lets us know you're watching. We appreciate it. And we're in the second set. It's 6-3, 6-4 now. Centennial, they've started out with a bang here in this second set. They were up 4-1. Now it's 4 serving into 6. Oh, big swing there by Lexi Fountain. Seven serving into 4. And just out for McKinley Van Borg. Just misses the line. So Centennials open up an 8-4 lead here in the second set. Sweet little soft touch there by Sophie Dean. We heard Trevor say it. We heard Julian say it. that this could go 5 sets. 5 serving into 8. This is Ashton Rogers. Out. Whoa, roll down the tape. Let's see if the Golden Hawks can do something with this great opportunity here. Kind of a low set, overpass, and they still get the point somehow, some way. Frustrating for a Golden Hawk fan, jubilance for a Liberty fan. Oh, what a beautiful swing there by Lexi Fountain. Still a 2-point lead. Nice pass. Big swing, good block up front by Jordan Kennedy. Oh, wow, goes down low to get it. Isla Rose will push it to the back corner. Deb can get that. Here comes Boyer. Block up front off Boyer. Dean. Another long, great rally. We had a couple of them already. Boy, that's a really nice pass there. Centennial's able to close the campfire quickly. Another swing there by Fountain, handled by the Patriots. Oh, that's a nice set. And a big swing by Fountain. Good long rally, nice finishing point. So a 10-7 lead. Johns. Yeah, Centennial looks to be a little more composed here in this second set, and it's showing. There's a swing by Jordan Kennedy. And there is a timeout. Well, we're going to stay here, keep things rolling here. What a nice start to the second set. Looks like Centennial kind of settled down now and kind of found a little groove here. They are really playing a different brand of volleyball here in the second set. First one finished 25-23.
Well, you know, that first set was, again, just what we expected. A fight all the way to the end. And same thing here. We're only at a three-point deficit for the Patriots. I doubt that it's going to end this way.
Well, you look at these two teams, the coaches know each other so very, very well. We talked about it, how Kim Harper coached Morgan Dake her senior year in high school. And then after going to college, she came back and started coaching, wanted to get into coaching. So they started coaching together in club and in high school. Of course, Morgan was over at Frontier. Kim was up at Garces. And then they filtered over here to the west side. And they're big-time rivals, best friends, and know each other well. They know each other's tendencies well. They know each other's idiosyncrasies well as coaches. And we talked about that with Kim Harper today in the huddle. We talked about knowing her so well and how that translates into competition. No trouble there. Oh, what a great job by Kat Wolf-Smith. She has come up with some big, big plays tonight. Boyer sets it across. Kat Smith again. Boyer again sets it short in the middle. Oh, that's a really nice kill there by Guerra. That looked good. Oh, what another big swing right there by Guerra. So Rianne Guerra's doing it, and just like that, Coach Harper calls a timeout. We'll take this one, step away for a minute here. Patriots climbing back in this thing. They're still down 1, 11-10 Centennial.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
Yeah. After the timeout by Harper, tough serve. Wolf Smith able to get it back in. Another good long rally. Guerra's had 2 or 3 points in a row here. Oh, that's nice, but how about the get right there by Ashton Rogers? This is some good volleyball here, everybody. Isla Rose, big swing, stopped up front. Boyer. Deb from the back line. Now she's gonna have to go down and get it. And they're gonna say it hit the antenna. Okay. Aaliyah Deb stretched out, laid out. She went down to get it. It's like, wow, that was a great get. Didn't need it. Hit the antenna. So all of a sudden, finally, if you're a Liberty fan, you're thinking, good, we caught him, 11-11. And off of the fingertips of Isla Rose. So now it looks like Centennial is forcing their coach to call another timeout. She doesn't want this to get away. 13-11. We talked about this in the pregame with Trevor Horn. Centennial ranked 5th in the Central section. The Patriots ranked 4th. Here locally, you would have Liberty in 1, Centennial at 2, Garces in 3, Stockdale in 4th, and Frontier in 5th in this River League, which is a tough league. Also playing tonight, it's Garces at Frontier, Stockdale at Ridgeview, BHS at BCHS, Independence at Highland. A lot going on tonight. There's games tomorrow night. 6 matches tomorrow night, 5 matches on Wednesday, and then 7 matches on Thursday. Goodness, we're in the thick of it. And it hit the antenna again. All of a sudden, Liberty with a 3-point lead here in the second set. A big swing finally by Lexi Fountain. And Lexi sure had to come through quite a bit. A lot of volleyball left to play. Alcorn back to serve. Comes up short, tried to sneak that one over the top of the tape. As Sintez will come back in. Mia's a senior, DS. Well, I've been calling her family's games a long, long time. Hey, an overpass, and Dev Don't read anything into this. It's my time that I always give the announcement. We do have a Kern High Network Player of the Game award we will give out. Nice T-shirt. You only get them by being the player of the game. So, Isla Rose snuck one in there. Boy, she went up, surveyed it while she was in the air, realized no need for a big cut, and dropped it right in the middle of the floor. 13, serving into 16. Kat Wolf Smith. Oh, big time kill. Aaliyah Dev. (17-13). Rose into the net. Oh, tough serve. Tough serve. Looks like Cooper Madison going into the game. Junior DS. Doesn't matter. 2013. Serving into 13. Does that get over? It doesn't. So Mahanke goes into the net. So George back to serve. Oh, great job in there by Van Boer to keep that alive. Isla Rose, another sneaky one. Can they get it? We'll see. And it is handled. So here's another opportunity. Oh, look out. Ooh, very close to the net. It's not moving. Oh, good block up front there by Marshall. And Rose loses her footing, and it's a 7-point lead. Gotta remember, Centennial was up in this thing for most of the first section of the set, and Liberty just came roaring back. And it's an 8-point lead now for Liberty, and they are knocking on the door of going up 2-0 here. Isla Rose has it blocked by Van Borg. And then how about this? Boyer finds the back corner. And what a great job by Paige Boyer. And you have to know that Morgan Dake is ecstatic to have her as a Liberty Patriot. She has really, really played a big role in tonight's Liberty Patriots' forceful come from behind second set. There's an overpass, and Van Borg just says thank you, and it's set point. Boy, that overpass was served up right to her. And McKinley Van Borg barely had to get off the ground to do anything with it. And then when she did get off the ground, that thing went straight down. Set point. Isla Rose with a big swing. And you could feel the angst and the frustration on that big swing. She'll go back to serve, but it's 15 serving into set point as we're going to see Lexi Fountain come back in. She's played great tonight. Van Borg sneaks it over. Fountain, Sentez, Van Borg with another big swing. And a 25-15 second set come from behind, barrage of points, and Liberty now a commanding 2-0 lead as we take a break. We'll be back right after this on the Current 9 Network Match of the Week.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Mr. George, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I'm Vance Palm, Ava and Sophie's dad, Sophia Palm. I interviewed your daughter today on the show. She did great. I said, I know your parents is from 100 trips down to Anaheim and back. She said, Tori's in New York? Wow, that's fantastic. Wow. Time flies. Yeah, Ava's doing her 5th year at Syracuse. She's playing really well. Yeah.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Okay, here we go. Set 3, Current 9 Network Match of the Week. I'm Vance Palm, sitting next to Julian Wilson. In the art of full disclosure, the fans that are sitting around me are longtime friends, having grown up in the volleyball world. Got to say, by the way, I just have to say it. Thanks to everybody that's caught me tonight or the week and just congratulated me on my daughter, Ava. Look, I haven't done anything. Ava Palm's doing all the work in her 5th year at Syracuse. She's tearing up the ACC and playing great. But, boy, she had some tough matches when she was playing as a BHS driller in this gym. You talk about some of the all-time greats that come out of Liberty. Ooh. Ava and her sister Sophie played against Caitlin Turner, and I mean, we could go on and on. Lauren Burt, I mean, what a bunch of fantastic players that were playing in this gym for the great Coach Parker. And one of the dads sitting next to me is the father of a great Centennial player that played. So again, thanks for the kind words on my daughter Ava Palm. She's doing great, and she got her start right here with just like all of these Kern High School District players. Here we go. Centennial's really going to have to dig deep here. They're going to have to really figure out, do they want to stay in this thing and fight and battle to the end? We'll see. And can Liberty put them away? Oh, how about this? Paige Boyer put some English on that. That looked like one of her dad's nifty little pitching wedge shots. 56-degree little shot, just floated over the net. I see you over there, KB. Oh, tough serve. Big swing. Whoa, goodness. Jordan Kennedy got all of that. That's a big swing there. Natalie Alcorn will come in to serve. We're tied at 1 in the third set. That was a big strike. Boyer blocked but out. Oh, that's just a great, great job there by Sophie Dean to get a sense that it was going to get dropped in there. Dev, Dean, big swing, good block up front there by Fountain. Oh, I'm sorry, by Kennedy with the big block. And how about that right there by Aaliyah Dev? That's special. That's a special, special point right there. Possession infraction. Kat Wolf-Smith back to serve. It's a big swing, good block up there up front by George. Isla Rose, sneaky little shot right there. You know, you get so used to seeing Isla Rose with that big swing, and defenders see the ball going to her and they're like, uh-oh, look out. But she's so smart, so agile, so gifted that she's able to take a different route in midair. She did it there. 4-2. Oh, another good get by Deb. She's amazing. Rose, just a little bit shoulder closed on that. And it goes out. Sophie Dean out. Zaley Manning in. Zaley, Z-A-L-E-Y. Three serving into four. Boyer with the serve. Rose, boom. Big kill, and it's out. So hard of a shot, and Dev able to get down there and make contact with it. Very impressive, but that ball had so much inertia. Oh, you like that? Oh, really? Boy, I don't get much out of the great Dr. J, but when I get a chuckle, I got to mark that down. That ball had something on it, and Dev got down there and put the platform down. That ball bounced off and kept on rolling. 6 serving into 3. Centennial has to get this set or it's over. Big block up front, trickles over the tape. Boyer keeps it alive. Isla Rose, big swing. How about that? Rogers picks it up. They go back to Rose. And that time, nobody. So Isla Rose starting to get it rolling. And a timeout taken by Morgan Dake. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. Third set, little different story. Centennial looking good, 8-3. So Morgan Dake called the timeout for Liberty. It's 7-3 Centennial, but they're up 2-0 in this third one. And that's the defense that Coach Harper's looking for up at that net right now. And if the defense can do their job up front and those middle blockers can start causing a little more trouble for these Patriot pin hitters, just slow it down enough so they get in system and get swingers like Isla Rose and, wow, talk about a big swinger, Mahanke. Crushes it. But they're still doubled up, 8-4. Sentes will come in. Guerra goes out. That's a really nice set, but the Patriots are able to get enough on it. And you get the sense now that Isla Rose is where they're going. That just never cleared the tape. If you're a go-to hitter on a team and they start making that decision that they're going to you a lot, it's a blessing and a curse. You're going to get a lot of swings, and just want to make sure your arm doesn't get too tired. Oh, and now it starts to trickle down, so all of a sudden 2 quick points. And Kim Harper doesn't waste any time. She calls a quick timeout. That'll give me an opportunity to advertise what we've got going on the rest of the week. Friday, midday, not 1,000% sure exactly what time, but midday, 12:40-ish, right around there. In the Huddle, show 14, the 14th In the Huddle will be at Highland High School, will be at Scotland Yard, because the game of the week this coming Friday night, and it's a big one, Julian, the game of the week. The Bakersfield High School Drillers at 5-0 will be up at Scotland Yard, take on the Highland Scots. Big game, and we start with In the Huddle on Friday afternoon.
And I cannot believe how In the Huddle's taken off. Well, I guess I take that back. I can believe it. It is a fantastic show.
How about that game, though? BHS at Highland.
Yes.
Okay, 6 serving into 8. Big swing by Dev, blocked up front, but it goes out. Alex Marshall was there to meet her. But again, so much on that ball that it got blocked at least 15 feet out. Well, that's a good pass right there. Rose from the 10-foot line has an opportunity here. They might give it right back to her. We'll see. No, they don't. They go back over to Marshall, and that's an infraction, and we're tied at 8. Centennial in the second set and in this third set have had big leads. But just like that, it's tied at 8. Sentes, another tough serve. Rose from the right side, big swing, and it goes off the hands of Dev, but drops in. And we'll see Fountain come back in and serving for the Golden Hawks. is Isla Rose. 9 serving into 8. Boyer with a back set. And it looked as though Mahanke, or was that Manning, went up and didn't really take a good whack at it. 10-8. Unforced error. Service error, as we'll see Van Borg come back in. Again, great to have you with us, everybody. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Julian Wilson, our director here at the Kern High Network. Thank you to Trevor Horn, the beat writer, who joined us for the pregame. Another great get by Wolf Smith. And that's blocked up front by Van Borg and company, and it comes rolling down the tape, tied at 10 here in the third set. Liberty's up 2-0. Tough serve, and it's an ace. Off of the platform of Lexi Fountain. And Kate Johns, the junior, DS is going back in. She'll come in for Alex Marshall. Back to serve. Now Liberty's up 1, 11-10, and it is Jersey 11, Avery Mahanke. Another ace by the Patriots and another timeout taken by Kim Harper. We'll take that one with them. We'll be back. It's 12-10. Here comes Liberty.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Okay. We're in the third set. Liberty's up 12-10. Free ball opportunity here for the Patriots. Boyer, Van Borg. Isla Rose from deep. Deflected early at the net. No problem for the Patriots. Dev. Where does Boyer go with it? Close to Van Borg, doesn't go over though. Back set, beauty. Zaylee Manning. Boy, that's just a beautiful set by Paige Boyer. So impressed with this junior setter. Boyer just knows exactly where to be, who to set up, works at making sure she's in proper position to get that ball, put it where it needs to be. There's another great setter. Morgan George, 2 nice ones tonight. Big swing by Boyer, bounces off and goes out. (14-11). (15-11). So Coach Kim Harper just clapping and trying to get them pumped, trying to stay in this thing. Big swing, and it's actually overpassed. Boyer, sneaky. She's doing it all tonight, everybody. Paige Boyer and Aaliyah Dev have put some serious work in to get this team, and all the players on this team, they're all great. But, boy, they have really put it together, and Wolf Smith keeps it alive with her right boot. And how about this? Van Boer can hang up there so long that even if the timing's not right, those long arms of hers, she's able to hang up there and still get the point. So now all of a sudden it's 17-11. That's long. (17) serving into 12. Goodness. Van Borg stopped up front. They're going to go to Boyer on the left side. Big swing by Boyer. That's blocked up front. Golden Hawks trying to get back in this thing. Isla Rose swings to the back. Another big swing by Van Borg, and it goes out. (18-12). So Morgan Date comes back in with Ryan Guerra. Aaliyah Dev. Golden Hawks need to side out very badly here. That's going to be long. I'll tell you what, Liberty, boy, they got a tough defense. That ball does not hit the floor very often at all. And Natalie Alcorn's going to go in to serve, but whoever plays this Liberty squad, they better be ready for long rallies because that ball just does not touch the floor. Or I should say rarely touches the floor. Van Borg sets it for Guerra. George. Oh, how about a great get there by Ashton Rogers. And another good one there by Alcorn. Alcorn takes the swing, floats it over. Might go back to Boyer. It does. Isla Rose with a big swing, and she finds the open part of the floor and makes it 18-14. Important moment right here. They somehow keep it alive again. It's amazing. On the slide, big swing. It's going to be okay. Rogers hits it back over. George to Rose. And again, she finds that same little spot. And Morgan Dake's going to take a timeout. I don't think it's out of worry or anything, but that ball has fallen in the same little spot 2 or 3 times now, and normally Ashton Rogers gets everything, so she's seeing a trend now with that ball bouncing in that back corner over there. And so the timeout was taken not out of, oh gosh, we're in trouble. It's like, hey, why is that ball falling in that one spot of the floor? I don't like it. I'm going to bring in my director, Julian Wilson. Julian, more on Friday night's game. Highland stubbed their toe to go 4-1. The Drillers have not stubbed their toe at 5-0. It ought to be something up there at Scotland Yard Friday night.
Well, they both have something to go for. BHS is on a roll, and they haven't been in the mix in a long time, and that's not to put them down. They've gone through some transition, but it seems like they're pulling together now. So we're in for a very good game up there on the hill.
Thank you, partner. Are you with us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I'm even more stoked. Wow.
If you let me.
I'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. How about this? Boyer shoves it to that back corner. Isla Rose with a big swing and another big one. So here, all of a sudden, Isla Rose starting to take things into her own hands. And so all of a sudden, it's 16 serving into 18. Alcorn, deep serve. Rogers handles it. And how about this? Another big swing by Van Borg. McKinley's playing great. Rose again. It's hit up front enough from the left side. George. How about this? It just doesn't hit the floor. Rose has it blocked and it goes out. Point Centennial. (17) serving into 19. Boyer again with a floater. Rose unloads. It's blocked, and just a weird series of pinball reactions, but a big block up front. Wow. Paige Boyer. Rose. Dev handles that. Boyer over to Guerra. Guerra whiffs. Every point. Oof. Nerve-wracking. Every single point. Security guards are in here watching. Everybody's in here watching. George Rose. A great get there by Dev. Oh, and it comes back on a big swing by Mahanke, but I got to tell you, Leah Dev with another big save. If it doesn't get off of her right wrist, that's a Centennial point. Centes back into serve, 21-18, a low knuckleballer. And not handled by Rose, 22-18. And I'll tell you what, Julian, we thought this may go 5. Trevor talked about it, you talked about it, I talked about it, and the Patriots on the doorstep of this being a straight sweep. Wow. May have to get the T-shirt out. 22-18. Rose with a hammer job right when they needed it most. You could hear it 3 streets over.
She hit that one like she heard you, what you said.
You can't stop them all the time. Any great hitter, you just can't stop every single one. They're going to get theirs. She got it that time. Now she's back to serve. 19 serving into 22. Pressure-packed moments here at Liberty. Boyer, beautiful back set. Oh, handled out there by Wolf Smith. And how about it? How about it? They'll take any break they can get. Lexi Fountain with a good swing, and it trickles off the fingertips. So it's Isla Rose, now down 2 with the Golden Hawks. The lefty will take her time. Close to the net. Boyer has to pull it back. She does just enough. Boy, that's a fantastic job by Mahanke, but I've got to tell you, that's a ball that's floating into the net, and Paige Boyer goes up and gets it and stays off of the net. Her right shoulder doesn't touch the net, and on top of that, she sets up a beauty for Mahanke. Ooh. Ball floats wide, so now it's Brooktow. 21 into 23. This thing's not over yet. It's not over yet. Centez, Boyer, back set. Big block off of Van Borg. Good get there off of Dev's big swing. It's a back set, and it sneaks inside the pin. George, back set. Hey, that's a big point right there. I'll tell you what, that was a nerve-wracking point right there. What a great set by Morgan George to Alex Marshall. I think everybody thought that ball was going cross court, and she just kept it right off her back shoulder. Fun stuff. 22 serving into 23. It's deep. Dev handles it to Boyer. They go back to Dev, and she's wide. How about it? We're tied at 23. Brooktow back to serve. Tied at 23. Centennial was up big. Liberty came storming back. Now we're tied. Centez, Boyer, Dev stopped up front. George sneaks it in. There's the Morgan George we talked to today on In the Huddle. And Kim Harper said, look, at some point she'll come up with a great play as a captain senior. Phenomenal play there. Set point Centennial. Centez to Boyer to Dev. Blocked up front, and we're at deuce, but Coach Harper thinks it hits the antenna. And the Centennial crowd, everybody over here thought it hit the antenna. So we're at deuce. As everybody here in the red jerseys thought that hit the antenna. Rose, George. Big swing, and it's blocked up front. How about that block by Paige Boyer? Match point. Van Borg, that's handled. And it falls back in. We're tied at 25. Van Borg handled over there by Wolf Smith. And it's going to be Isla Rose from deep. Oh, good get there. And now it's going to be Dev. Dev knuckles it over. George. So an opportunity here for Liberty, a free ball situation. Will it go back to Boyer? It does. Boyer shoves it. Handled over there by Isla Rose. Oh, what a great rally at 25 apiece. And that is going to go to the Centennial Golden Hawks. So an infraction on the Patriots, and now it's advantage Golden Hawks. Liberty's up 2-0. Centennial's got to win this set or it's over, and they're up 1, 26-25, and Kate Johns with the serve. Rose keeps it alive. Can they get it over? They do! And hands on, it goes over the net. Lexi Fountain sneaks it over. Isla Rose kept it alive, and that ball just trickles over the net, and we're going to a fourth set, 27-25 Centennial. I need a break. We'll be right back.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong. Grow your possibilities.
Okay, you ready to come back?
1 second, 1 second.
Let's talk about that last set.
Yep, go ahead. Wow. What a third set. They had to have it, Centennial did. And it was set point. Liberty, it was match point. Julian, it was match point. It was 24. Liberty had 24, 23.
You know, I watched that last set, and it was like watching like that was going to be like the last game forever. So they were both going for it, you know, to the wall.
What a big-time comeback for Centennial. And everybody had to play their role. Everybody had to do something to make that win possible. And, you know, you got Isla Rose that dives back and sticks her arm out there, puts it back up in play. And then Lexi Fountain sneaks it over. You've got Kat Wolf-Smith diving all over the place. The great hands and leadership of Morgan George out there, Alcorn, Isla Rose doing her thing. But then you look at these Patriots and Paige Boyer, Mia Sentes. Avery Mahanke. I'm just looking down this roster and all these great Liberty players. And then, of course, Aaliyah Dev. But we're not done. Fourth set. Dev is stopped up front. But again, the recovery of these Patriots. There's a great get by Sentes, and they're going to say in the net. And they're going to say 11 hit the net, Jordan Kennedy. And Kim Harper want Jordan Kennedy. She said Jordan was 4 feet off the net. Huh. Rose, perfect set. Absolutely perfect. Well, that was as good as it gets. If you're a hitter and that's the set you get, your neurons everything starts firing in that brain of yours, and you're saying, this is going down. That was a perfect set. Long serve there by Wolf Smith. Avery Mihanke, another well-known last name in this town. Rose, Centez goes to get it, but the overpass, and waiting for it is Brooke Towell. She hammered that thing. We're tied at 2. We're in the 4th set. If you're just getting with us, you should be glad you're here. It's a great one. It was 2-0 Liberty, and then all of a sudden Centennial found a groove in the 3rd set, but then lost the groove, and Liberty got up, and it was match point, 24-23, and Centennial comes back and wins it 27-25. We're in the 4th now, and Centennial's up 1, 3-2. Boy, you always hope these kind of matches live up to the hype, and this is doing it. How about that young lady, Aaliyah Dev? And Dev did not have as big a role in that 3rd set as the first 2. And you can read between the lines of that statement, but when she's plugged in and a big part of that offense on a consistent basis, Liberty's tough to beat. There's the swing by Dev. They're looking for contact, tip, nothing.
Number 7, Lexi Fountain checking in for the Golden Hawks, and serving is number 14, Ira Rose.
Back to serve, Rose with a 4-3 lead. That ball's tipped. Want to extend our gratitude and thanks to our officials this evening. They've been on top of everything. Really, really, really nice job. Thank you, gentlemen. Rose, tough serve. Dev got it. Boyer. Fountain, a little long. Both coaches now have that look on their face like, ooh, here we go. So Taylor Gayer checking in, the sophomore outside hitter for Coach Dake. Haven't seen her tonight. Oh, what a shot by Alex Marshall. She put some English on that, and she turned that with her right wrist. That was really, really nifty. That cut right across the tape and found that one spot on the floor where there were no Patriots. And it's 6-4, Centennial battling back. Boyer with a huge swing. Off the antenna. And here comes Kate Johns. We're tied at 6. Long. The seniors for the Patriots, Centez, Manning, Rogers, Paige Frederick, Ryan Guerra. One sophomore in Gayer that we see out there now. Big swing by the middle, Jordan Kennedy. Perfect set, of course, and a big swing. Great job there by Morgan George. 9 juniors for Liberty and 1 freshman and Trinity Naden. So next year, again, Morgan Day, absolute force. Dev probably saved the Golden Hawks on this, so that ball looked like it was sailing out. Look out. Battle at the tape. George shoves it to that back corner. No problem for Dev. Big swing there, and that's in. If you look at the makeup of the Golden Hawks, one freshman in Lexi Fountain. The sophomores are Isla Rose, Jordan Kennedy. Oh, sorry, these are the juniors, sorry. I meant to tell you that. I unfortunately was given the 2023 roster, so I figured out all the names. But I've got to get the grades here, because I know Isla's a junior, so that's what threw me off there. Centennial's up 9-7. Isla Rose. Garrett. That didn't go over, and Coach Harper's not happy. She never thought that went over the tape. And Isla Rose pushes it to the back, finds that back corner again, 10-7. The early talk was maybe a 5-setter, and then that started drifting away. And we thought it might be a sweep. Now all of a sudden, Centennial's right back in this thing. George and Kennedy able to hang in there. So a 4-point lead. Wowee, Centennial up in the fourth. We'll take a short break with them and be back. This is the match of the week here at Liberty High School on the Kern High Network.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
I want to thank one of my sources out there. Thank you for letting me know that Centennial does have 2 freshmen. Got that figured out. I was given last year's roster, so the first couple of minutes tonight I was thinking, wait a minute, these names aren't matching up, but we got it figured out. So thank you, Suze. The Golden Hawks, 2 freshmen. Alex Marshall and Brooke Towell, those are your freshmen. Hey, how about that from Kat Wolf-Smith? She is something. She's like her mom. There she is again. Boom, big swing there, and here come the Golden Hawks, another one by Jordan Kennedy. It looked like it was floating over, and Boyer was getting ready to kind of just be there for the overpass shot, but it came up just short. And how about this? The Golden Hawks have doubled up Liberty. It's 14-7. Now Isla Rose might get a whiff. Nope. Another beautiful shot right there by Morgan George. She's done it twice tonight, and both times it's been perfect and impactful. And you always wonder, how do those setters know exactly when it's a backbreaker? And tipped off of the fingertips of the Golden Hawks. 15-8. Mia Sentes will come back in to serve. Rose with a big swing, but it's blocked up front there by Guerra. Rose again from the 10-foot line. Oh, and how about this? Rogers able to get down there and get it. Gives her Liberty teammates another whack at it. Here will be Rose again from the 10-foot line, and she gets it again. What a swing. What a swing by Isla Rose. This young lady that just served it's having a whale of a game. She has played phenomenally. There she is in that red jersey. And another big swing by Isla Rose. And how about this? All of a sudden, they've more than doubled them up. 17-8. And Coach Morgan Dake with a one-set lead, just still kind of clapping and trying to cheer her team up. She takes a glance over at her best friend, the opposing coach, Kim Harper. Unique situation. They go to Rose. Isla Rose with a big kill, and all of a sudden, Isla Rose, the junior, starting to feel it. I'll give you a makeup of this Centennial roster here. Kate Johns is the senior. Tatum Forbes, a senior. Addison Carter, a senior. Morgan George, a senior. Natalie Alcorn, a senior. Cooper Madison, a senior. Hannah Ratliff, a senior. And Bailey Burke, a senior. So both teams are senior-laden squads. We talked about Alex Marshall and Brooke Towell being the two freshmen. Lexi Fountain, a sophomore. Catherine Wolf-Smith, just talked about Kat, a sophomore. And then you have Jordan Kennedy, a junior. Isla Rose, a junior. So both of these teams setting up for this great year, and then it's going to be another one next year. Wow, can you imagine these two teams going after it again 2 or 3 times next year? Okay, 18 serving it into 8. Boy, has Centennial really turned up the volume here on the Liberty Patriots. Dev to Boyer. And that's going to fall, so a nice swing by Dev. Off the fingertips. Rose goes to that familiar back corner. This time the Patriots are there. Sintez. And just the flick of a hand, and Centennial up 10, 19-9. And Julian, it looks as though we may be headed to that 5th set. Not over yet, but you're looking at a Liberty team that's got to get 16 points compared to the Golden Hawks. They just got to get 6. Van Borg gets blocked. Van Borg pushes it back, and the ball's just not bouncing Liberty's way now in this 4th set.
Well, you know, I'm not one for predictions. I've never been for predictions, but my gosh, it looks like it's not over. Let's just stay with this.
Not over at all. Dev. Oh, how about Kat? Almost got it. Boy, the superstars are out tonight. The superstars are out tonight. All these top-notch players on both rosters are starting to play when the pressure gets to be its best. Back set to Rose from the right side. Overpass. Big kill there almost, but Sintez waiting for it. Boyer has it slapped back at her. Rose, do they go in? That time they're waiting for George's dump. Boyer, pancake, it's up and it's playable. Oh, what a great rally, Kern County, what a great rally. And how about this one, can they get it? No. So Liberty battling back. Boy, that's some good volleyball right there. Nice stuff. What a pancake by Wolf Smith. She's something else. just long for Alex Marshall. So timeout taken by Kim Harper. She wants to stop any kind of vibration that's going against their Golden Hawks. So we'll stay here. Centennial came in tonight 19-7, 1-0 in league play. The Patriots 17-9, 1-0 in league play. They both play in the South Yosemite River League. And we've spoken a few times on the proximity of these two teams, how well they know each other. Played against each other in club and on the same teams, and they've known each other for years. All the volleyball parents know each other. They've known each other for years. You've got some of the legendary guys in here tonight. There's coaches all over here. All the club coaches are here. Some great alumni. Perry Starkey's over here. John Price is in here. The Cal State Volleyball Beach Squad is in here. Mr. Rex Roth is in here celebrating his 85th birthday, and his daughter Judy that runs the big club here in town. So it's a who's who tonight. Boyer with a big swing, but how about that get by Alcorn? Rose comes back, and she goes off the partial block and gets the point. So it's 21-12. Alcorn did her job. She gets the high fives when she comes off. Isla Rose. 21-12. Didn't have her best set number 2, but she came roaring back in set 3, and now Isla Rose has done a lot of damage in set 4. Boyer has it come back at her, and it's in, so a big block. And I don't know that cleared the net anyway, so Centennial, number 5 in the central section, playing against the number 4 team. 22 serving to 12. Isla Rose, the junior. It looked like it was deep, but Wolf Smith's not going to take that chance. Van Borg, another big swing. Rose handles it. It's going to be Isla Rose from the back. That's pushed up. Rogers to Boyer. Boyer. Another opportunity here for the Golden Hawks. It's pushed right back on her, though, and there is Aaliyah Dev. Taylor Gayer comes back in, the sophomore. It's a 9-point lead, but the Golden Hawk fans don't act like it. Deep, handled. Opportunity here for Liberty. Oh, and they free ball it all the way out. $14 serving into 22. And this has turned into the barn burner we had hoped for. Late in the fourth set, Liberty down 8. Dev, superstar player. Wolf Smith. Opportunity here for Liberty. Block! 3-on-3, jersey 3 for the Patriots. Gayer has it blocked by jersey 3, Alex Mitchell. 2 points away from going 5. Van Borg, but it's handled back there by Isla Rose, goes down to get it. What a great dig. They're going to go to Boyer. Boyer with a big swing. Nobody's getting that. Ooh. Boy, what a weapon when your setter is hammering them that hard off the hardwood. Paige Boyer having herself a night. And there it is. Can you believe it? They're going to get to set point. Set point to go to 5. Back to serve, Kate Johns. And that's going to do it. We're going to 5.
Wow, wow.
25-15 Centennial, and this crowd is getting what they hoped for. A fifth set. We'll be back right after this. Absolutely the match of the year so far on the Kern High Network.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Wow, how great is this? Going to a fifth set in what we chose as the Kern High Network match of the week, and it's on the Monday. So you take a risk when you have a match of the week on a Monday knowing there's 4 more nights left, right?
Right.
But when we pull up the rosters and the coaching staff and the programs of Liberty and Centennial, it's always good for some excitement. So tonight started off with Liberty winning the first one 25-23, but they were up pretty much the whole set, and they never were really in danger. Well, then the second set, Liberty wins 25-15, and now there's discussion of, well, this might not go too much further. We were thinking this might be a 5-setter, and now all of a sudden it's looking like Liberty's going to take this thing. And then in the third set, Centennial started to feel it, started to come back, started to get going again, and they were up big, but then Liberty came back and got to match point. It was match point. 24-23. Centennial somehow came back, got the win, and then they roughed up Liberty in the fourth. And so here we are to 15 in the fifth set. Fountain. The dig goes over. Trouble at the net. Now everybody's dialed in. These balls are not coming close to hitting the floor. And Wolf Smith somehow gets that. How about a great first rally for point number 1? Well, that's a pretty nice first point if you're trying to kind of get the nerves out at the start of a fifth set. Long serve by Johns, but it's in. And another point there by Van Borg. Tied at 1. Aaliyah Dev. That was in. Thank goodness she hit that. They were all calling for it to be out, but it was definitely going to come in. That ball's tipped. Dean was waiting for that. Here's Boyer. Boyer's had a fabulous night. And she found that back corner. The former BCHS player, junior, transferred over. Has been sitting out this entire time. That is rough to do. Rough to do to not be able to play. Now she's on the court, and what a difference she makes for this Liberty team. Wow. Another great save by Wolf Smith, and this ball is not going to touch the ground a lot this fifth set. These girls are absolutely dialed in on keeping these rallies alive. They come over here to Guerra, and Guerra goes long. They want a tip. Everybody's looking for a tip. They say no. They got the tip, and the Centennial crowd can't believe it. Kim Harper
Wow.
looks over at the side ref, and he didn't call it, but it was called a tip by the back ref. So the call is that it was touched at the net. 3-1 Liberty. Dev. A big swing, and that's another one by Van Borg. So Kim Harper calls a quick timeout. It's 4-1. This last one only goes to 15, so a quick timeout taken by Kim Harper. We'll stay here. For those of you that are just getting to this match for whatever reason, you've got a lot going on tonight, and you finally get to this Monday night volleyball match. How about it? Liberty wins the first 25-23. Then they win it 25-15 in the second. It looked like it was going to be a blowout. How about this? The third set, Centennial battles back. And then in the fourth set, it was all Centennial. 25-15. And now Liberty up 4-1. A little bit of controversy a couple points ago. They thought it was going to be tied 2-2. Instead, they said it went off of a Centennial player. They go back to Boyer. Big swing. Don't know if they'll get it. Oh, what a great play by Isla Rose. What a fantastic effort by the junior. And now they go back to Boyer again. This time she just shoves it over. Rose gets it. George with the set. They just don't have the steam on these balls, and that's long. They got lucky. Two to four. The sets are there. I think Centennial needs to put a little more heat on them. And Liberty starting to find their way again. Van Borg. McKinley Van Borg having herself a night as well. (5-2) Liberty. Isla Rose keeps swinging. She just keeps on swinging. At the conclusion of this five-setter, we're going to have to choose a Kern High Network player of the game.
That's going to be tough.
I'm letting you do it.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, my man. I wouldn't do that to you. Cat Wolf Smith. Boyer, big swing, and it goes off of the platform of Natalie Alcorn. So Boyer, who's had a big night tonight, back to serve. And that's an ace. (7-3). Long way to go, but they've got the momentum. Rose, nice pass, and they go back to Isla Rose. Isla Rose handled that one, and a joust at the net. Will they go back to her? They do. Rose on the left side, and she gets it. Back to a three-point lead for Liberty. Oh, and it trickles over the net and sneaks past Isla Rose. One of those volleyball bounces. It just top spinned over the tape and then took a dive and went right off the fingertips of Rose. They've doubled them up, 8-4. Sentes. Rose went line with it. Big block up front right there. Alex Marshall, very timely block. Back to a 3-point lead. We've seen Centennial battle back many times. They battled back in the first set to get it to a 25-23 loss. Second set was rough for them, but then they did the ultimate comeback in this third set and then worked Liberty in the fourth. But now they're down, and Liberty's starting to get that mojo back, but no, a block. Brooke Towell. The freshman with the big block. 6 serving 8. Rose. Ooh, and that's an ace. A very timely ace, and now Morgan Dake will call the timeout. We'll take one here, too, and let the suspense build. We'll be back right after this on the Kern 9 Network Match of the Week. Woo!
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay, 7 serving into 8. Centennial trails by 1. Isla Rose back to serve. Set 3 and set 4, she's just been phenomenal. Oh, great set. Boyer sets up Mahanke. And all Avery had to do was time the jump. So you've got Manning, Van Borg, and Dev up front. Boyer, Sentes, and then the service by Mahanke. Sneaky play there by Brooke Towell. How about that for a freshman? How about that wherewithal? And now she goes back to serve. Boy, that's some calm nerves from a freshman right there to pick that spot out. And there's the serve. Boyer to the front side here. It's blocked. Battle at the net. Nobody touched it. Rose from deep, and she hits it in the net. Not her best swing. Probably second-guessed herself a second on what to do with it. But she'll get it back. Okay, 5 points away for Liberty. Tricky serve, and it's an ace. How about that from Sophie Dean? Timeout taken by Kim Harper. So 4 points away for the Patriots, getting close. Wow, what a match.
Well,
what a match.
Like I said, it fit the bill, and it did just what everybody thought. And so I think everyone in attendance tonight is getting to watch and witness a really, really good contest.
And you know what's great with all the volleyball royalty in here tonight? Alumni players from across the spectrum and having the university's beach team here watching, and boy, this has been a lot of fun to watch. Not over yet. 11 serving into 8. And an ace after the timeout. Sophie Dean, another great player. Clutch ace. 12-8, Centennial needs the side out. And another ace by Sophie Dean, and of all people, it goes off the uber reliable Cat Wolf Smith, but it just kept going, it just kept sailing. 13-8. Oh. Liberty goes back to Boyer. Boyer almost snuck one in there. Blocked up front by Page. Sentez. They pushed it to the back. Sentez almost got it. So a great point there. They needed it badly. Smart move by the Golden Hawks. Push it in that back corner, and Mia Sentez still almost got to it. What a match. Van Borg with the big swing. Dean kept it alive. Here's an opportunity for the Golden Hawks. Big swing, but it's blocked up front by Van Borg. They're going to go to Van Borg again. She trickles one over. Wolf Smith gets it. Sentez platforms it up. Boyer, big swing. Oh, Rose kept it alive, though. Oh, what a great rally. Fountain pushes it over. Dev. This ball is not going to touch the floor unless it's hammered. Here comes Fountain. Big swing, but it's blocked. Rose is going to have to nudge it up. Free ball opportunity for Liberty. What can they do with it? What do? They go cross court to Dev. Dev, big swing and finds it. What a rally. Match point.
You can't fault either team on that one. That was great.
What a rally. Match point 14, serving into 9. Aaliyah Dev at the service line. And it goes long. You can see that happening sometimes. You get all amped up. The energy in this building is palpable. What a vibe. Instant classic, no doubt. Alcorn gets the serve in. Van Borg hammers it home, and that's it. 15-10. What a game, what a match, what a finish. And we will announce the Kern High Network player of the game in just a moment. Want to look at all of our numbers here and put it all together. What a great, great match, a 5-setter. And our Kern High Network player of the match. And this is not the easiest choice because we had some great performances. But tonight, the Kern High Network player of the match will go to jersey number 16, Paige Boyer. What a night for Paige. Not only did she set up all the other big kills, she took care of business herself, did a bunch of blocking up front. Paige Boyer, the Kern High Network player of the match. For everybody here at the Kern High Network, Stan Green, my friend Julian Wilson here, Trevor Horn, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I'm Vance Palm saying, woo, Kern High Network match of the week. Let's not forget, on Friday, midday, we're going to be at Highland High School for our In the Huddle because the game of the week in football will be BHS at Highland. Hey, everybody, have a great night.